Now then, how are we, people? It is time for the finale of the SDPG Academy. Right, we're ready tonight, ladies and gents. We have got a load of jokes written down. We've got loads of notes, and we've also got some top quality racing on the way. Let's get the timetable up then for, well, the final day of action then here at Bransing Hatch. So we've got the Army Electrics British Super Sports Sprint Race on the way very shortly. Then we've got the sprint race for the Superbikes. Good evening, Claire. Good evening, everybody. At 7:55, we should probably get on with that a little bit sooner than the timetable. Then we've got the Ducatis. Then we will have the feature race for the Super Sport, and then the final race of the season will be the SDPG British Superbikes in association with Exact Moves. And speaking of Exact Moves, let's just find the right scene and then we're on fire. Not literally, because that would not be good. If you want any business removals, movals, installations, etc., etc., go and check out www.exactmoves.co.uk. We thank them for their sponsorship of the Superbike class, and I do believe that will be continuing into Season 2, which is absolutely fantastic. We're very delighted to have Exact Moves on board. We'd also like to say a big thank you to Malted, who provides some top quality hats and keep this ridiculous hairline and style under wraps, which is fantastic, so thank you to Ted for that. If you would like to buy a Malted cap, we'll tell you how in just a second. Also, thank you to Sean at Ride 5 Liveries for all the support as per usual and promotion before each round. Right then, so let's get Season 2's calendar up on your screens. Are we ready? Ready for this? Look at that. So yes, this is BSEC Season 2 calendar. We will keep this up during pre-season testing as well, so don't think you have to remember it all, remember it all now. All these dates are on the website as well. I can't get my fucking teeth in today. I do apologise for swearing. www.sd.productions.com. There we go. I will stop swearing. I will actually do a good bit of presenting in a minute. I promise. It's because it's Dylan and Ted. They've just got me worked up. No, I'm joking. We've honestly been having some good banter before coming on stream, so there we are. Right then, so let's do what we're doing here. Let's have a look. Yes, so what have we got coming up, ladies and gents? What have we got coming up? We'll get the grid set up then for the Super Sport. So next week we start our road racing campaign, SDPG Ulster Grand Prix. We go with practice on Monday with a qualifying session at the end. Then we've got qualifying and racing on Wednesday, and then we've got all race action on Thursday night. Really looking forward to the road racing season kicking off. It is going to be an absolute cracker. We've got Malted Superbike, R5L Superstock, Flights of Hinkley Super Sports, and Jude Harvey Foundation 250 class. So those are the four classes that will be running at the Ulster Grand Prix. And we've got our SDPG charity stream. The first one of the year is not far away, ladies and gents. We'll be doing this one for Mind, the mental health charity. And you can see all the information there. We'll keep that up just for a second whilst I get the grid set up. Also, ladies and gents, I have done some work today and remembered that I should be reminding you that if you ever want to catch any of the action from this season, most of the action is on our YouTube page, ladies and gents. SD Productions Gaming on the old FaceTube. Oh dear, there's my mug. Oh dear. Well, that's now gone, luckily. So yes, go and check that out, ladies and gents. Go and check out the playlist there. SDPG Academy Season 1. Now, Ted's probably going to shout at me because he's probably realised that thumbnail isn't quite the one he created. I made some alterations. Just some subtle ones. I'm sure he'd be thrilled. He won't mind at all. He's not bad, but he's never shouted at me yet. So, there we are. Right, let's just get this grid finalised. Oh! To you too. Right, okay. Let's not be camp now, Seamus. There's nothing wrong with that. We just need to we need to be professional. There's a lot riding on this. There is a lot riding on this one tonight. Okay, so let's give you. Anybody want a joke to start us off, just to lighten the mood a bit? I think we should. Oh dear, I don't think I'm only going to be able to get through two without bursting out laughing. Right, are we ready for this? What do you call a man with no shins? Tony! There we are. Right, lovely. Thank you, Ted, for that. Okay, so, right, before I lose all the viewers. It's time then for the first race of the final day of action. The SDPG. No, wrong, incorrect. The Amulet. Oh my God, Dill, you timed that well, son. Hey! Right, try again. It's now time for the Ami Electrics British Super Sports. Once I kick these imposters out, and Isaac has just got in there at the right time. So let me just sort that out, and then we'll go. I will get through this quickly. Right, there we go. So, let's have a look. Yes, so it's now time for the sprint race then for the Ami Electrics British Super Sport class. Let's have it. Hello. Right, we're here then for the sprint race then for the Ami Electric British Super Sport class. On screen is my predictions before tonight. We had Connor, Alfie and George. George is not riding tonight, so I'm going to replace George. I'm going to say Jordan. Jordan will get a podium here. I can feel that in my waters. So there we go. So I'm going to Connor, Alfie and Jordan will be the top three. That is my prediction before this sprint race. Well, we've got 6 laps then, and we have got a bit of a fight for P2, ladies and gents. That is between Scott and Neil. Scotland versus Northern Ireland then are going to scrap it out. 7 points between them, and as you can see, their stats are on screen now, ladies and gents. Scott's not had a win yet this season, but had 8 podiums and consistently finished inside that top 4, top 5. He's done a fantastic job. Neil has also been hovering around there, had the 2 wins, and also 8 podiums to his name. So it's very, very tight in that battle for P2. Well, who's going to come out on top? Well, after this one, we'll be one step closer to finding out who that may be. Well, we're just about ready to rock and roll then. Let's turn to the Supersport stats because we've got a lot to bring you in this one, ladies and gents. So, it's time to go. The sprint race is on the way. Let's go for it. Hopefully everyone's ready. I've sort of started that a bit prematurely. Here we go then, the final day of action then here in the SDPG Academy. Soon to be rebranded to BSEC. Are we ready? Good, because we're underway! And who got a good start there? That was Alfie on the GW Motorsport Triumph. And absolutely nailed that. Oh, there's a huge crash there. Going into turn 1, I thought Neil was involved. He was indeed. With the first few metres of the race, we've got drama. Right, Connor then trying to go around the outside of Jordan, but it's Alfie leading ahead of Jordan. Scott in 3rd. No, Liam in 3rd. Connor now up to 4th. Scott in 5th, taking 2 for the price of 1. Woohoo! We'll have a look in towards 30s. Then Scott's going to try and get down the inside of... Oh, his Honda! Oh, colleagues, Liam's making moves. Oh, down he goes. There's contact there with Jordan. And down goes Liam. Scott now up in P2. Neil not too far behind either in the background, I don't think. Oh, no, that was Hayden. My apologies. Right, down towards Hawthorne then. Alfie leading this one by nearly a second. At the moment, then we've got the battle between Jordan, Scott, and Connor then, your champion of this season, is now going for 3rd, and he takes it. Great move that from the number 1 in towards Hawthorne then for the first time. All these riders have got a lot to fight for. Connor wants to add to his tally of wins and podiums. Look at that. Through Sterling's and Alfie wants to end the season on a high. Going into Season 2, he will be full-time in Super Sport in Season 2. Jordan as well wants that P5 of teammate Guy, who is not here tonight. And there we go. 3 points between the two Power Slide Racing Suzukis. Jordan is on 179 points. Guy is on 182. And of course, this battle between Scotty Too Hottie and Neil's on wheels, it could go down to the final race. We will do some calculating between races if we can. But out front then, Alfie has got this one at the moment. Are we about to see our first proper battle between Alfie and Connor then? Well, Jordan is certainly not letting these guys go. I had a feeling Jordan might do well here tonight, and he's certainly doing a good job as he's going towards Surtees then on lap 2 of 6. On the power then for Jordan. And look at this, it's closed up right out front. This will be probably the final time we get to see these two battling this season. And look at that. Well, certainly for a while, because Connor is jumping up super bikes for Season 2, and he does take the place into Hawthorne then. Right, let's see what Alfie can do to respond. Down through Dingle Dell, up towards the Sheen curve then. This is where Dylan got caught out yesterday in the super bike race. These guys get round pretty swell. Good job there from your leading double act, whatever, the front two. Nah, that's what I meant to say. Down towards the Clark curve then. Look at that for Connor. Just pulled a few tenths out on Alfie then as they go down through the Clark curve, clearway section over the line then. Start lap 3 of 6. Connor is now just stretching that advantage ever so slightly ahead of Alfie. Jordan in P3. Scotty Too Hotty then in 4th at the moment. Liam in 5th. And we've got Hayden. Good to have Hayden back with us tonight in P6 on the HPR machine. Neil there in 7th at the moment. Let me try and do some quick maths, ladies and gents. So 13 points for Scott. I'll do some quick maths, and hopefully nothing happens whilst I'm doing maths, because that's not good. Has something happened? Something has happened. Liam has dropped down then to P7. Oh, an accident there. Looks like he's had another tip off. Going Elola out of Graham Hill Bend. Right, let's see how many points is Neil going to get for this one. So the gap would be 10 points going into the feature race a little later on if things stay the way they are between Scott and Neil. Down through Dingledale then goes our race leader Connor into the Sheen curve then. Goes number 1, APR Racing Honda Superbike Riders. Get yourselves ready. We are quite early for your race, and we've had Jordan tip off there. And look at this. Scott's also down. Scott has also got caught up in that one, ladies and gents. We've now got... Oh, I tell you what, I'll tell you something for free. This is going to be a fantastic feature race if things stay the way they are. Right, through the Clark curve then, and clearway section. Over the line they go to start. Lap 4 of 6. Hayden now in the podium positions on the HPR machine. Good run this from the number 7. And down through Paddock Hill, and Neil will take the position because wide goes Hayden. I can tell you now, ladies and gents, and I'm going to tell you this for free again, if things stay the way they are, they will be tied on points going into the feature race. Gyro to that. That's what we like. Into 30s. And look like Jordan was making a move there on Scott. Scott runs wide. Oh, Jordan will take the position there from Scotty Too Hotty. Who's going to be faster on the straight? Suzuki certainly good for a bit of punch down the back straight there in towards Hawthorne. Nicely done from the pair of them. Into Westfield then. Oh, that got tight there between Jordan and Scott. Down through Dingledale up towards the Sheen curve then. Got to be careful of this curve. It can catch you out if you give it a good clout. Into Sterling's head. Jordan's wide. Scott down the inside on the number 5 machine and will retake P5. We will keep an eye on those guys during this one. Over the line then for Connor. 124.3, 124.9 for Alfie. Fantastic pace being set there out front. Over the line goes Neil. He has got a bit of a gap now over Hayden. A second to the good over the number 7. Meanwhile, Scott and Jordan are going to resume battle for P5. This matters for Scott then. Into Druids. Jordan runs a smidgen wide. Goes to say hello to the fans. Down in towards Graham Hill Bend. Then hard on the brakes. Got to be careful here not to tuck the front. Look at this. These guys are really catching up to Hayden there to the side. Scott went a bit wide. Jordan down the inside into Surtees. Will Scott get the cut back? He will. Oh, he clips the curb. Holy mackerel, and call it Steve. Oh, cheapers creepers. That scared the producers out of me. Down towards Hawthorne then goes Scott and Jordan. Oh, he had a look. He had a look there, did Scott. I think, if my math served me correctly, if things stay the way they are now, and they were to finish in these positions, Neil would be in P2 by 1 point going into the final race. Oh, dearie me. Whew, that is tense. We've got a mistake here for Alfie. He's run off the track at Sterling, and that has just given the win to Connor. Let's give some... Oh, I tell you, got some problems here as Alfie. Struggling to get the bike to it. He's got a really cold front tyre. Well, I wonder what's going on here. Well, he keeps making these mistakes. Neil might be in with a shot here. Down into Paddock Hill Bend for the GW Motorsport Tribe. Looks to be okay at the moment. Just keep an eye on him. Into Druids then. That is a stunning bike, by the way, George. You've done a great job with that livery, Sunshine. Right, what's going on here? Oh, Hayden and Jordan have gone wide at Druid. Scott seems to have dropped back a little bit there in the final sector of that lap. And, well, I think stay the way they are. Oh, look at this for Jordan. Trying to go around the outside. Into Dirty 10. Hayden runs wide. Jordan down the inside. That is a fantastic move by the Power Slide Racing Suzuki. Right, before I forget, up to this point in the season, Connor, I want to give you his stats because they're very impressive. Out of 22 races, had 17 podiums. One of 2 riders in the whole B-Set community to have finished every single race he's entered, and 11 race wins. That is about to become 12 race wins then for your number one, Connor Chameleon. Is about to take the win. Jordan wide at Sheen Curve. Hayden. Oh, Scott's tipped off. Scott has crashed then and keeps out the way of Liam, who has gone off the track. Let's go back to the front then, because Connor is going to take the win in this one and will add another win to his tally. Connor takes the win in the sprint race here ahead of Alfie, and it goes from bad to worse for Scott too hot, because Neil will take P3, Jordan will take 4th, Hayden will take 5th, Liam is going to finish 6th ahead of Scott. That should, if my math serve me correctly, that should be a 2-point gap in the way of Neil. What I'm going to do, ladies and gents, I am going to be doing this for Superbikes as well, so please bear with me. I'm just going to do some maths, and it won't take long because I'm very good at mathematician. No, that's wrong. I just want to make sure everything's correct. Have I worked that out correctly? No. Oh my days. If that is correct. Okay. I don't want to get too excited at this point. I feel like we just need to stay calm. Neil and Scott are tied going into the final race of the season. But Neil has got that extra podium. So now the advantage goes to Neil. So he is currently in P2. Basically, whoever finishes in front of the other going into, well, in the feature race will take P2 in the championship. Connor then takes the win ahead of Alfie with Neil in 3rd place. Jordan in 4th. Hayden in 5th. Liam in 6th. Scotty Suhotty in 7th. Isaac in 8th. And Ash rounding out the field. Right, ladies and gents. Are we ready? Are we ready to get the mugshot on? I'm just not with it at all. Right, ladies and gents. Let's bring you some Superbike news, bit of breaking news. Hot off the press! Brett is in Belgium at the moment, so he will not be taking part tonight, which means that it is now a 2-horse race for the championship. Super Ted versus Yorkshire's Floprack. Let's see then whether who's going to take the honours. Well, we can give you some scenarios for you, ladies and gents. I will let the Superbike riders know when their lobby is. Lobby is now up, chaps. Get yourselves in. Rubbish. There we go. See, Ted there has made a statement. He's first in the lobby there. He wants this title, doesn't it? Well, he certainly won the championship for getting into lobbies first. No, that's Dylan. So, if Ted wins, Dylan will be champion if he finishes 2nd. Because Ted needs to outscore Dylan by 10 points in this one to keep the championship alive going into the 3rd and final race of the weekend. If Ted finishes 2nd, Dylan needs a top 6 to be crowned champion. And if Ted finishes 3rd, all Dylan has to do is finish 10th or above, which basically will mean just finish, because we've only got 9 people here tonight. So there we go. That is the scenarios that we have. And let's get the grid set up then for this one. There's Charlie. I was going to say, where's Charlie? We would like to say another big congratulations to Charlie on his Pathway Championship win that he wrapped up yesterday. Did a fantastic job at wrapping that one up. So congratulations to Charlie on that one. Mason Roth in P5, P6 for Dylan. No Jamie tonight, so that will promote Jan up to the head of row 3, ahead of Joe and Mason G. Would also like to give a big shout out to Aaron on the Exact Moves Kawasaki. Well, he just did a great job, didn't he? The great defensive work from Aaron to hold off Jamie and the rest of them. He was in the podium positions for quite a few laps and then unfortunately just went away from him towards the end of the race. Very tricky conditions for the riders yesterday, but we have no such problems here today. Well, we're about to go with this one then. Tension is high. I can tell you as well, we did report yesterday that Super Ted has an injury. That wasn't through falling up the stairs. It was falling down the stairs instead, so he took a bit of a tumble. He's twisted his wrist, but I think he'll be all right. I think he will be okay. We will see how he gets on in this one. He's happy. He's happy to be here, isn't he? Ted is one of life's winners. Right, speaking of life's winners, I found the scene. Bosh. Right, okay then, let's just do it, eh? I don't want to talk. It's a bit difficult when you're a commentator. Right, okay, SDPG British Superbikes in association with Exact Moves. Got an imposter. That ruined the flow there. That's not good. SDPG British Superbikes in association with Exact Moves. Sprint race on the way next. Live tyre update. We have no information. Right, okay. This is the sprint race. Those are my predictions on screen. Yeah, good. Boot the imposter out. Save me a job. Those are my predictions then. Ted, Charlie and Aaron. That's going to be the podium. Just because I want Aaron to get a podium. I'm desperate for him to get a podium. Come on, Aaron! Right, let's get rid of those. Right, Ted, Charlie, and Adam, and Aaron, Mason Roth, and Dylan. Is everyone going to go for medium soft, just so I don't have to rattle them all up? Ah, Mason G's gone for soft. We're not going to add anything else to that. Right, okay. Well, I'll just wait for Jan and Joe. Jan and Joe. To ready up and get themselves ready. No, I'm not putting any pressure on there, lads. Please take your time. Don't have a rush. Just make sure you're all ready. I'm not even being... That sounded sarky as... I do apologise. I'm going to have a minute, to be honest. I'm going to find my notes. That's a good idea. I'm just going to increase the tension. I'm joking. Right, let's go. Whew. 2 races left then, ladies and gents. It's now a 2-horse race. Super Ted or Yorkshire's Top Rat then, who's prattling around. Here we go. Red light's not on, and we're underway for the penultimate race of the sim. What a start by Super Ted. Oh, what a start by Aaron. Great move that from Aaron. Oh, I looked like Dylan there was getting barged about it. Jan's up to 3rd, everybody. Come on, Jan. Let's have it, son. Joe also getting in the mix as well. Mason G there as well. Jan runs wide. Mason G going to go down the inside. There is Yorkshire Top Rat. Dylan, has he managed to get through Druids? He has indeed. He has indeed. Down in towards Graham Hill Bend. Ted doing what he needs to. Come on, Aaron! Yes! Oh, Jan's gone down at Graham Hill, everybody. Jan has gone down at Graham Hill Bend. Right through Surtees, and at the moment the title goes on to the final race. Look at this. Ted there done what he needed to... Has done what he needed to do in the early corners. And Mason G, oh my goodness gracious, has run straight to the back of Aaron. And down they both go. Oh, what a shame. Oh, Dylan's run wide as well at Westfield, and like Joe ran wide as well. Mason Roth is up to third, everybody. Let's have it from Mr. Nasser. Adam there as well in P4. Front row Joe. Of course it's front row Joe. In P5. Good stuff that from Joe. Oh, Aaron's tipped off again on the exact moves. Kawasaki. Oh, Jan and Mason G getting up close and personal. Charlie in there as well. Mason G takes 2 for the price of 1. Have it. That is what... Well, what a start this has been then for the Super Bikes. Over the line then they go to start lap 2 of... lap 2 of 6 and the sprint race for Super Bikes. A new format that we're trialling. So we have got this in place for next season. And it's working well at the moment. Through Druids then and down towards Graham Hill Bend goes Adam, with Joe there in P4. Mason Roth not too far behind either in P5. Right, let's go back to the action then. Ted leading this one ahead of Yorkshire's Top Rack, just doing what he needs to do in P2. Adam there in third ahead of Joe and Mason Roth. Like Mason there just didn't quite get the acceleration he wanted onto the Grand Prix circuit, but Joe's certainly close to the back of Adam there. Through Hawthorne they go. Oh, for the second time of asking both Joe and Mason Roth there, using a little bit too much of the road. Through Dingledale in towards the Sheen curve then. They go for the second time of asking. Into Sterling's then. Mason Roth putting the pressure on Joe now as they run down towards the Clark curve then. Great stuff that from Joe, just keeps himself ahead for now on the power through the Clark curve and clearway section. Tell you what, Adam's pulled a bit there on the back end of that lap and is still doing a good job there in P3. Adam was on the podium yesterday in the wet, proving that he's good in the dry as well. As they go up towards Druids on lap 3 of 6, Joe's still there. Mason Roth is there as well. Mason G in 6th, and we've got Charlie, Jan and Aaron rounding out the order. The gap's just closed up a little bit out front there. Second to the good is Ted. But Dylan just doing what he needs to do and keeping himself there in P2. 3.5 seconds is the gap between Dylan and Adam. As down towards Hawthorne they go for the third time of asking what's happened to Yorkshire's Top Rack. Oh, I do not believe it. He's tipped over Hawthorne then, and that's pushed him down to 7th with only a handful of laps to go. Is this going to be recoverable? I've no idea. Well, that's promoted Joe up to 3rd and Adam in 2nd at the moment. Oh, well, I did not see that one coming. Sorry, ladies and gents, just having to plug the laptop in. Right, there we go. Well, Moulton R5L Yamaha doing good at the moment. 1st, 3rd and 5th. As it stands, lap 4 of 6 and Super Ted through Paddock Hill Bend and down towards, up towards Druids then goes the number 34. Adam on the RK BMW in 2nd. Front row Joe in 3rd at the moment and is on course for a front row in the feature race later on, race 3 of the weekend. Come on, Joe. Here we go, loving this. Mason Roth there into Graham Hill Bend, the HPR Honda being closed down here a little bit by his fellow Mason G in towards Surtees. Then they go. Charlie running a special livery because he is champion of Pathway and he is in P6 at the moment. Dylan in 7th, Jan in 8th at the moment, just not losing these guys too much. And we've got Aaron there who got so unlucky at the start in P9. Well, if Ted just keeps this one clean, it's going to be a double for Super Ted, and this will roll on into the final race of the season. Oh my god, oh no, what's happened to Adam? Oh no, Adam's dropped out of the running, then he's down to 7th, unlucky for the RK BMW. Meanwhile, Mason G is giving, well, look at this, oh no, there's a crash there. Both of them are down, Mason Roth and Mason G both down. Oh, dearie me. God, this championship is tossed. Yeah, it's... Oh, I just can't look at this. It's Dylan now up to 3rd. Oh, through Paddock Hill bend up towards Druids to go for the penultimate time of asking them. Oh, dearie me. Well, Malton R5L Yamaha 1-2 because Joe's now up to second. Come on, Joe. This is what we like. We'll love it. Oh, no! Dylan's down, and I've had a humongous voice break. That is not good. That is worse than the crash. Sorry, Dylan. In towards 30th there. Well, oh my goodness. You just could not write this script, could you? Even though there is no script involved. Through Hawthorne, then into Westfield for Super Ted. It looked like Dylan was going to have the title there. It's crashed at Graham Hill. Oh, the stress. The stress is killing me. Ted through Sheen Curve then. Joe in P2. Charlie in third. Mason G in P4. Adam in fifth. Dylan now, oh, made a mistake there. Is still in P6 as Mason Roth and Jan are going to do battle in towards the Sheen Curve. Into Sterling's they go. Oh, Mason Roth round the outside. That's a bit brave, isn't it? Great racing from those two. That's good. They kept it clean. Into the Clark Curve. Well, meanwhile, Super Ted is over the line and starting his final lap of the race. Joe in P2, Charlie in third. This is a great run from Charlie. Double podium before he moves up to the CS Autos Ducati team for season 2. Look at Mason G's front tyre. That is cooking. As Adam now in P5, Dylan in 6th, Jan in 7th, Mason Roth in 8th, and Aaron rounding out the field at the moment. This result does not show Aaron's potential there. That was a potential podium. All incidents will be looked at tomorrow, ladies and gents, I can assure you. Well, Ted's done what he needed to do. He's kept the title. Going to the final race. Oh dear. Oh my goodness. I'm getting chest pains. Anyone else getting chest pains? No, just me. Right, down through Dingledale then. Goes Super Ted. Backed by Ted Bull this weekend. He's taken over Red Bull. Bought them out for a few million euros. Into Sterling's then. Goes number 34. A class act in Super Ted. We will work out the championship after this one. Down towards the Clark Curve then. The 6th lap sprint race has been, well, it's brought some excitement as, oh, Dylan's now up to 5th. Here he comes and Super Ted's done what he needed to do. He will take the win in the sprint race and keeps this championship going to the final race, ladies and gents. Front row Joe will be on the front row for the feature race. Great result that for Joe in P2. Charlie will take 3rd. Mason G in 4th on the back of the grid. Oh, and Dylan will take P5 at the end there, just pipping Adam to that. Mason Roth will be in P7. Jan will be in 8th. And Aaron, well, yes, Aaron. Lovely. I'm actually shaking like a something dog. Oh, I can't deal with it. I don't want. No, I don't want to do this anymore. Does anyone else want to take over? Right, hang on. Let me do some maths. Let me do some maths, people. Where's the? No, where's? Hang on. Bear with. Just give me a minute. Where's me? I'm so sorry. I'm really not organised. Oh dear. Hang on. Hang on. Bear with. Bear with. Keep bearing with. Oh dearie me. Right, I tell you what. Let's do more maths. Everyone loves maths, don't they? Oh, Ted's is quite easy to work out. Right. Okay. Right. So. Sorry, I got confused there. I said Dylan's in 8th. He isn't in 8th. He's 6th. I've just seen the times. 4, 9. Right. Okay. That's perfect. Oh, dearie me. Oh. Well, the gap between Dylan and Ted is 19 points. 19 points is the gap in Yorkshire's top rat favour. Honestly, I am shaking like a something dog. Well, Ted takes the win then ahead of Joe. 1-2 for the Malton R5L Yamaha squad. Charlie in 3rd, Mason G in 4th, Adam in 5th, Dylan in 6th, Mason Roth in 7th, Jan in 8th, and Aaron rounding out the field in that one. Oh, I don't like this job. Does anyone want to take over? Seriously, I just don't want to do it anymore. I'm retiring. I think that's best, isn't it? can't do this anymore. I just can't do it, people. I really can't. Right, timetable. Let's have a look. How are we doing for time? Oh, let's have it. 15 minutes ahead. Oh, shove that in your pipe and smoke it. That's all I'm saying. Woo, up the mags. Right, 8 laps for the Ducatis. Oh, dearie me. Brands. Yeah, that's where we are. Lovely stuff. Fabulous. So that's the timetable then. Yes, please stay around to the very end, ladies and gents. We've got the Champions Lap of Honour, even though it's Superbike Lap of Honour. Ducatis, get yourselves in. The lobby is now up and ready to rock and roll. I can't believe I've only got 3 races left. Oh, this race, ladies and gents, this next one will be SDPG's 150th race. So there we are. Congratulations to me for sticking around. Oh, shut up, Seamus. It's not about you. Right, okay. Grid. Yeah, it'll be somewhere. Perfect. Right, I have seen quite a few messages pop up already. I will review all instants. I'm going to be very busy tomorrow. Okay, so there's a Ducati grid. Right, lovely. I'm actually out of puff. I didn't do anything. I just sat down and shouted them most of that race, to be fair. Oh, dearie me. Right. Let's compose it. We all just need to calm down a bit, I think. Anyone want a joke, actually? Let's get another joke. Right, this one's courtesy of Yorkshire's Top Rat, Dylan. So instead of practicing for today and getting himself warmed up, getting all his gear out, never say that again, he's been looking at jokes for us. See, he cares about you guys. So does Ted. I mean, providing all these jokes, it's fantastic. Which one should we go? We'll go for that one, I think. Yeah, that one. That's shorter, and I'll probably get through it without laughing. Right, what food makes phone calls? Onion rings. Oh dear. Simple things for simple minds, eh, people? Yeah. Sorry, wasn't the best, but that's Yorkshire's Top Rat's banter for you. It's still funny. Oh dear. Okay, right, professional now, Seamus. Okay, so Jordan will be on the pole position because George is not here. Then it will be Adam in P2, and then it'll be Connor running out round number 1. Then it will be Scott Air to Hot Air in sorry, Scott, that was awful. That was shocking. Scott in 4th, then it'll be Liam, then it'll be Charlie, and then we'll have right. So I'm going to put Joe in 7th. There is method to my madness. Because Joe is in a titanic battle. I think Joe's still in the battle for 2nd. I could be wrong. We'll go with it anyway. Right, where's my Ducati notes? In the notebook. I'm so sorry. That joke's really that's really tickled me, that. Oh dear. Oh dear, dear, dear. Right, also, ladies and gents, we're going to be announcing riders of the season for each class. I've already chosen those. So yeah, please stick around for that one at the end of this one. Well, we've got 8 laps of SDPG Ducati Monster 1200 Cup action on the way when I find the scene. There we go. It's on the way next. Sorry, ladies and gents, I was just trying to figure out what Yorkshire's Top Rat said there. I think he said he's gone deaf. I think. It's probably his jokes. That's what it is. Right, okay, there's my predictions on script before I get shouted at. Those are my predictions. We've got Connor. George is no longer here. So I'm going to put Jordan in George's spot and Scott will be in P3. And I can hear Dylan typing. No, I can't. I'm lying. Right, so we hide that and we'll have a look then at... when I pop it up on screen, bosh, there we go. So we've got 4 riders now locked in for the battle for P2. Adam is on 126 points, 10 ahead of Scotty 2 Hottie, who in turn is 4 ahead of Liam, who in turn is 7 ahead of Jordan. So there we are. We will keep an eye on that, ladies and gents, and all final championship standings will be on our website, www.sd.productionsgaming.com, where you can see all the latest news, views, and whatever else. Right, okie dokie then, ladies and gents, the final Ducati Monster 1200 Cup race. Let's see how this one's going to go. Championship already been wrapped up by Connor, who has, out of the 11 races that we've had, has been on the podium in 10 of them, and has won 9. Just remarkable stuff. Absolutely remarkable. Well, let's see how this one goes, and the final Ducati Monster 1200 Cup race is underway, and that's a good start there from Jordan, and down towards turn number 1. Connor also getting, oh dearie me, that's a brilliant start. We've got the L word, and Liam there has tipped off at Paddock Hill. Oh my god, whoa, what a move by Charlie. Did everyone see that? He just literally flew past everybody there. I am very, yes, this isn't good, is it? We don't want. Right, okay, so Connor's now leading ahead of Charlie. Then we've got Scott, Isaac up to 4th. Good start that from Isaac. Then we've got Jordan, Adam, Joe, and Liam. To be fair, Charlie did cheat slightly. He did fly past the opposition. I'm only joking, Charlie. Only joking, mate. Right, down in towards Hawthorne they go then for the first time. Connor leading this one ahead of Charlie, with Scott now hot on his case. Now flying past the number 24. Into Westfield they go. Down in towards Dingledale. Charlie's going to ruffle Scott's feathers up. In towards Sheen Curve. Backs out of that one. Oh, Scott there takes the scenic route round Sheen Curve. That will promote Charlie up to 2nd. Isaac up to 3rd. That is fantastic from Scott. Not pulling out in front of anybody. Just having a nice, safe rejoin. In towards the Clark Curve they go then. For the first time of asking them. Through clearways as they head down towards the line to complete lap 1 of this one. Then Charlie 7/10 behind Connor in this one at the moment. We'll keep an eye on the battle for 3rd though, because we've got Isaac, Jordan and Adam in the Titanic battle for 3rd place. Looked like Jordan was getting a bit close and personal there with Isaac, but I don't know what's happened there, but Isaac has gone wide. Maybe a bit of contact with Jordan. Down in towards Graham Hill. Oh my goodness gracious, Isaac's taking the scenic route and doing some gymnastics while he's at it. Great work, Isaac. Loving the gymnastics, son. Unlucky on the crash. Right, Jordan and Adam now are left to... Oh, Jordan's doing a bit of cone scattering there at Surtees. That was not a bad rejoin. Did his best there. And well, Connor's 2 seconds to the good as Adam is in. What's happened to Charlie? Oh, I missed something. I have missed something. Do apologise. Charlie's now at the back. Okay, well, sorry for being dippy, everybody. That is my bad, and I'll try to do better. Down through Dingledale, then. These lot go... Oh, Adam was kicking on a bit of dust there. And we got... Oh, Joe's taking the scenic route. Jordan's pushing. Scott out at Sheen Curve. Liam's about to pick up the pieces if this goes a bit... Well, let's just put it nicely. Tits up. Down towards the Clark Curve, then. They go. We've got an 8-wheeler in the battle for 3rd. Over the line, then, goes Connor. 124.2. That is remarkable. And we've lost Isaac from this one. 124.6 for Adam. I can't select these guys fast enough to see their lap times. Down through Paddock Hill Bend and up towards Druids. They go for the 3rd time of asking, then hard on the brakes into Druids. Oh, Jordan has taken a very unique line through Druid. Oh my goodness, that was close. Down into Graham Hill Bend. Jordan runs a bit wide. Scott will look for the cutback, will he? Not quite making that stick. Jordan's the only rider with penalty time at the moment. Adam's gone wide at Surtees. Jordan has followed him in. Onto the Grand Prix circuit they go then. Oh, look at that from Scott. Motorway? No, motocross. That was motocross, I was meant to say. And that's now helped Liam up to P4. He's going to go around the outside of Jordan. Oh, not quite. He had a look. He had a look. No worries, Isaac, mate. No problem at all. Down through Dingledale and in towards the Sheen Curve. Connor then out front. And he's leading this one quite comfortably ahead of Adam at the moment, who in turn has a 2.5 second advantage over Jordan. Hard on the brakes to go into Sterling's. Liam is lurking over the back of Jordan. Scott not far behind either. Down towards the Clark Curve to go. Hard on the brakes. Oh, that got a smidgen close between Scott and Liam. Oh, my day. Oh, I thought he was going to save that. Oh, who's he taking out? Oh, Scott's taken Joe out. Oh, dearie me. And Charlie's going to hit the back of Joe. And that's taken Scott down as well. That's got a bit messy. Let's just cut away from that, because, oh, that was not good. That looked painful. Connor there using all the road. Up towards Surtees then goes Connor. 3.2 seconds to the good at the moment. Adam in P2. And we've got Jordan in third, who is closing that gap down ever so slightly. Oh, look at Liam on the back wheel. Look at Liam on the back wheel. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. In towards Hawthorne they go then. Jordan just about hanging on to the back of Liam, hard on the brakes. Nice. So Liam now. Oh, my goodness. That looks a bit wild on board. Whew, dearie me. Well, that's a few tenths in the favour of Jordan. Well, sit. Oh, look at this. Scott now taking chunks out of Joe as they go in towards Westfield. They're down towards Dingledale up to the Sheen curve. I don't want to watch this, even though you have to. It's your job. Into Sterling's then. Scott takes a quite defensive line. Will Joe get the run through Sterling's? He will just get on that gas ever so slightly earlier. Down towards the Park curve. Our leaders are over the line in towards Paddock Hill bend. Joe having looked down the inside of Scotty too hotty. Scott runs a smidgen wide. Oh, Joe will retake the position. Charlie's tipped off a bit further back, I think. Over the line they go to start lap 5 of 8. Well, there's not many battles going on at the moment, apart from this one between Joe and Scott. Oh, dear. Into Druids then they go. Oh, Scott will try to look round the outside. That's a bit ambitious. Down towards Graham Hill bend. Will Scott go for the inside? No, it'll take a fast sweeping line through Graham Hill and across and away in towards Surtees. Scott will retake the position, but will Joe get the cut back onto the Grand Prix circuit? He'll have a look. He'll have a look, you know. Down towards Hawthorne they go. And Joe's having a look. He's on the curb. He is on the... Oh, my crikey Moses. Let's all pray for him. Oh, dear. Oh, we got the L word. I'm preparing. I'm prepared. I am very prepared. I'm not. If I see a smidgen more lag, I am going to flip this table. I'm not really. Right, down towards the line then, lap 6 of 8 for the SDPG Ducati Monster 1200 Cup riders. And it's Connor leaning ahead of Adam, with Jordan in third, Liam in fourth place, Joe now up to fifth, second and a half to the good over Scotty Too Hotty, who in turn is the second and a half to the good over Charlie. Into Paddock Hill bend. And away up towards Surtees then they go. Down towards Hawthorne then, as he heads down towards Hawthorne on the grass, does Connor. Nice. I like that bit of motocross. Adam now, good P2 at the moment, a second and a half up on Jordan. I don't know whether Jordan's going to have enough time. We'll keep an eye on the gap on the rest of this. Oh my crikey Moses, you see Jordan and Liam in the background. Everyone's doing a bit of motocross here. Through Sheen curve then and in towards Sterling's. Looked like Adam was a little bit slower through Sterling. He has just lost a couple of tenths. No, he has not lost any time to Jordan on that one. Well, we've got front row Joe in fifth at the moment ahead of Scott and Charlie. That battle will go all the way to the end. Well, penultimate lap of the race then has been started by Connor. Like we said earlier, 9 wins from 11 races and 10 podiums from 11 races. Just absolutely remarkable. We've had only 3 winners in the class, and everyone in the top 10 in the championship has had a podium. So it's certainly provided some good racing as the SDPG Ducati Monster 1200 Cup. Right through Graham Hill bend then goes our battle for third. We've got Jordan and Liam. Good to have Liam back with us. Down towards Hawthorne then. They go. Liam not far behind Jordan, about half a second behind. Into Hawthorne they go. Where's Liam going to have a look? Is he going to get close enough before the end of this one? Well, down through Dingledale, he's certainly close enough now, so if he can mount an attack somewhere, maybe into Stirling. Oh, who is that that's gone down? It's Adam! Adam has tipped off on the penultimate lap at Sheen Cup. That is unlucky for the number 77. That's now dropped into P4, and that's allowing this battle to go for P2. Oh my crikey Moses. Through the Clark Curve and Clearway section. Connor onto his final lap. And so Jordan and Liam join him. Oh, he's going to go around the outside, Liam. That. I'll tell you what, I thought it was going to work for a second then. Up towards Druids, hard on the brakes. There you go. Jordan's going to run a bit wide there, is he? He does indeed, but we'll get the cup back. Oh, Liam's going to get the crowbar out. Liam's got the crowbar out, everybody. Down towards Graham Hill Bend for the final time. Jordan runs wide. Liam will take the position in towards Surtees. Jordan's going to give it back to him, though, with both barrels. Nicely done, but Liam will get the cup back onto the Grand Prix circuit and will retake the position then. What a battle this is for P2. Down the back straight, Jordan will get slipstream. Liam pulls over to the inside to try and block the slipstream. Oh dear. That's not quite worked out. Liam there tried to cover off Jordan. It's not worked. Because he got that ridiculously wrong. Don't worry, he wasn't choking. Just to clarify. Right down through Tinkledell into the Sheen Curve for the final time. Well, looks like Jordan's going to have this one. But meanwhile, out front, ladies and gents, it is going to be a win for the number one. Connor then is going to take a crash, literally with a few metres to spare. Is Jordan going to pinch it from him at the line? He's not, is he? He's not, is he? No, he's not. Connor will just take it. Jordan with Liam in third, Adam in fourth. Sorry, Connor, I didn't mean to laugh there, mate. But whew, dearie me. That got a bit lively towards the end there. Here comes front row Joe then. Over the line in P5 for Joe. P6 for Scott, and we can always rely on Charlie to put it on the back wheel. I'll tell you what Connor was doing. Now, you see, I like your style there, Connor, just keeping the tension going to the very, well, keep it going to the very last corner, really, last few seconds of the race. I like that, that's a good tactic. Why is everyone trying to give me a heart attack or something? Holy mackerel, right. Okay. So we got Connor who takes the win just ahead of Jordan with Liam in P3. Adam in fourth, Joe in fifth, Scotty Too Hotty in P6, and Charlie will round out the runners and riders in that one. Oh my crikey. Well, that was dramatic. We've not seen that for a while. We've not seen that, excuse me, for a while. Well, that was a good 150th race, wasn't it? Deary me. Right. We've only got 2 races left. It's just got 2 races left of the season. I don't like this. I'll tell you what. We should just do one continuous season. No one's champion. We just race. That's not going to happen, is it? No. Well, all good things have to come to an end at some point. I tell you what. I've got to give a shout out to the chaps over at SDPG HQ. I know they're prats, but I'll give them some credit because I don't want to make their egos too big. But Ted, Dylan and Jan, they've been brilliant this season, helping me out behind the scenes with race control for the Supersport and Ducatis. We've chipped in some ideas on how we can improve SDPG, and it's certainly been valuable to have those guys alongside. So I thank you, chaps, for your hard work. I'm taking no credit, I promise you now. I'm taking no credit. Supersport riders, your lobby's up. Let's have it. Oh, dearie me. Is it? That's grim. That is disgusting. I've got so much sweat, that is ridiculous. I'll tell you who was flying. Charlie, I don't know if you had lag on your screen, Sunshine, but you just literally flew over half the field. It was fantastic. It was brilliant to watch. It was fabulous. Well, we know Charlie's fast, but I didn't realise he could literally fly. Oh dear. Right. Anyone want to say hello to Andy before we start? He's ready. He's only had 9 vodka Ted Bulls today, so he's taking it a bit steadier than yesterday, but he's not in good shape. Not in good shape is our Andy. So if you want to say hello, we'll say hello now. So, oh, look at this. Connor wants a challenge. Tell you what, right, you could do what Danny Buchan did a few years ago. Connor, I'll grant your wish. I've not even got the grid up. What a pillock. Bear with me. I've not even got the grid. I'm so unprofessional. What absolute turkey. Unreal. Absolutely unreal. Right. Okay, hang on. Bear with. Oh dear. No, I pressed on the wrong thing now. I tell you what, Connor, that's actually quite a nice thing to do. That is a very nice thing to do. Apologies to everyone that I have seen the chat. We're not accepting wildcards for this round just because we've already had the sign-on forms done, etc. As I know you are about, buddy, I've seen you. I will give you a message after this, mate. I do apologise, but we are just going to get this one done because there is still points to play for and positions. We will certainly see. I'll have to get your name, actually, buddy. That might be a good idea. Right, hang on a sec. It's all going wrong. It's just going wrong, people. It's typical SDPG fashion. Oh, yes. Let's do a shout-out to Malted Caps, because I really want the A45. So, Malted Caps, done by our good friend Super Ted, who does most of the graphics that you see on screen. Scott does the intros, Ted does the graphics, and I just do the presenting. So yes, if you want a Malted Cap, please give Ted a message. He has said he's altered his offer today, so 25 caps that get sold through SDPG. The A45 is coming home. Lovely, it'll be mine. I'm joking, we haven't really said that, but he said maybe 30. But we'll go with it anyway, and we can all hope and pray that one day we get rich. Okay. Sorry, Ted. Right, let's concentrate now. Neil, Jordan, Liam in third. Oh, he's smiling, bless him. He's so happy. Ted's a happy-go-lucky chap, he really is. Could do with a shave, though, Ted. Could do with a shave, son. Right, let's... I'm so getting in the neck. I am so going to get a rollicking when we come off. I did last night as well. I didn't really. Okay. This is just taking a bit of figuring out. I do apologise. I think I'm not... Well, that's debatable action there. Okay. We'll go there. Right. That looks right. Okay. I don't know. Oh, anyone want a joke quickly before we start? Yeah, of course we do. Everyone loves a joke. Everyone loves an STPG joke. Right, there we go. What do you call a Spanish man that's been discharged from hospital? Manuel! Lovely! And man is well, because it's now time for the final Supersport race of the season. The feature race is on the way. I do apologise. It's funny, though. I will just go and have a giggle at that, and we'll be back on the other side. Apologies, ladies and gents. Right, we're back. Those are my predictions for the feature race. Alfie to win, even though he's not here. And we've got Connor to win, and then Neil in third. I remind you, ladies and gents, that Scott and Neil are joint on points coming into this final race of the season. So if Neil beats Scott, he will be in P2, and if Scott beats Neil, he'll be in P2. I could have worded that so much better, but my brain just isn't working. Speaking of not working, Well, that's not gone well for Hayden. Neil's on pole position, and I've only just realised. Scott's in 4th. Winner takes all? Yeah? And watch out for Connor. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets a podium in this race. I just wouldn't. Connor's just... I don't know what he... Maybe it's the tuition from Storm. I think Storm's been secretly tutoring him. No, we're never going to knock Connor's talent because he's certainly one talented mother you know what. Right, are we ready? No. I can't take another 2 races of drama. I just can't do it. Just can't do it, guys. I'm not crying, you are. It's the onions. Right. Oh, look at these. Honestly, right. I'll just tell you before we start. These 3 Muppets in SDPG HQ, it wouldn't be the same if I didn't call them a name during the stream. They've all got back scratches, and they've honestly, I kid you not, they have forced me into getting back scratches of my own. They said if they didn't, they would take my car away, and they would take me to a dark forest and beat me up. So I've had to get some. Brilliant stuff, chaps. Well done. Yeah, what's wrong with your hands? Okay, let's go. Ah. Oh dear. We can certainly talk about that, Sid. Yeah, we might be able to get you in for a ride. I'll check the spreadsheet tomorrow and I'll let you know, buddy. Right then, here we go. Final race of the season. We're underway. And that is a good start from Neil's on wheels, who will take the whole shot into turn 1. Is that Scotty Too Hotty going wide? Jordan's tipped off. Ash has also been chucked off the machine. Scott's up to 3rd. Liam's in 2nd. Connor's up to 4th. Why am I not surprised? Why am I not surprised? Seriously. Okay, well, Jordan tipped off that. I think it was contact with someone. Then Isaac's considered out. Yeah. Right, Neil leading this one. At the moment, this will be P2 in the championship for Neil. My brain had to think. That is always dangerous. Right through 30, then looks like Scott and Connor in up close and personal. Down the back straight they go. For the first time of asking, looks like Connor is just maybe going to sit out of this. I wouldn't presume he'll be sitting out of this one, just letting Scott and Neil fight. If he does, what a gentleman. What an absolute gent. Who's that going wide in the background? I think that was Isaac that's just gone a teeny bit wide. Down through Dingledale they go and up towards the Sheen curve. Nicely done for these guys then, and into Sterling's now. Well, it's going the way of Neil at the moment. Then down towards the Clark curve the goat. Liam is hounding the back of Neil. He would most dearly love to jump up to Superbikes with a race win. And well, at the moment he is on. Well, he's on course to have a good go at this one, isn't he? Number 44, APR Racing Honda. Lap 2 of 8 then. And it is... Oh, what's happened to Scott, ladies and gents? Oh, no! Excuse me, Scott. Scott's there. Scott has had a moment at Paddock Hill Bend. That's now just allowed Neil to pull away with this one. I will be in 2nd in the championship after this race if things go the way they are going at the moment. KRP Racing Yamaha versus the 2 APR Racing Hondas. The Power Slide Racing Suzuki versus the SDPG Racing Suzuki. In 5th, Scotty Too Hotty on the HPR Racing Honda. In P6, we've got the ISM Racing Honda. In P7, for us. Then down the back straight they go in towards Hawthorns and on to this beautiful part of the circuit, the Grand Prix circuit. Brilliant stuff from these guys then, our race leads. Oh, look at that clip in the curve there was Neil. Well, this is going to be a good race. I can feel this is going to be a fantastic race. Down towards the Clark curve then. They go. Oh, Connor's looking threatening here on the back of Liam. Hard on the brakes. Oh, look at that. Oh, screenshot. Hang on. Oh, look at this. Connor in the slipstream then of Liam. Hard on the brakes. Into Paddock Hill Bend. Connor will take the position, but will Liam get the cut back up towards Druids? He'll have a look. Hard on the brakes he goes. Connor runs a smidgen wide. Liam will have... Oh, the position as they clatter into each other. Out of Druids, down the hill into Graham Hill Bend. Then they go across to the Sheen Curve. Connor's having a look. He's having a look. Oh, it's going to be a great race between these two onto the Grand Prix circuit. They go. Connor using the curve. There is a berm down towards Hawthorns. He's going around the outside. Oh, no, he's not. He thought better of that. Liam's going in at quite a good speed there. I thought he was going to overshoot into Westfield. They go then for the third time. How are we on lap 3 already? How are we on lap 3 already? This is bonkers. Down through Dingledale in towards the Sheen Curve then goes Liam and Connor. This is a cracking little race. Through Sterling's. Connor and Liam then make a bit of contact. Down towards the Clark Curve, side by side. Oh, Connor backs out of that one. Liam's doing a great job here to hang on to P2. Neil's out front though, still a second to the good. Scott has made up a position. He's up to 5th now on the Honda. Over the line they go to start lap 4 of 8. Into turn 1 through Paddock Hill. Bend they go. Oh, hey! That's getting a little bit up close and personal between the two Hondas. Liam's doing a fantastic job here, just hanging on to, hanging on to P2. I mean, against the champion, that's pretty good stuff. Right, across now to Surtees. Hard on the brakes then. Connor's taking a bit of wide lines. He's going to get a cut back on the power early. Oh, surely now into Hawthorne. Look at the drive that Connor got there. Down the back straight. Right on board with Liam, then look at that. Connor's not going to give that one up, is he? No, he's not. Oh, they're both wide. Oh, oh no. Oh, I shouldn't have laughed at that. Well, they've taken each other out, everybody. That's not gone well. The two APR Hondas then on the floor, and John now to 2nd. Power Slide Racing Suzuki on 4. For a podium. I tell you what, I'd retire as well, mate. I think we'll retire. Right, down towards the Clark Curve then. Well, that's helped Neil to a 5.6 second lead over Jordan. These two are still taking chunks out of each other. Through the final corner they go. Good move that from Connor. Slips down the inside of Liam. He's got to get the cut back, surely into Paddock Hill Bend. Oh, not quite. Connor defends that one well. Up towards Druids then. This is where Liam seems to get a good run everything round the outside. He slammed the door in Connor's face. I hope they're both enjoying this, because this is quite good to watch. And Connor gets the run down towards Graham Hill Bend and will retake the position. Right, where's Liam now going to make his move into Surtees? Why not? Let's have a look. Oh, maybe not. Connor runs wide. Then Liam down the inside. He's going into another crash. I can tell you that. Oh, I called it. Liam then has tipped off on the exit of Surtees. What a battle that was. That was great. That was great to watch. Down through. Look at this. Neil's already through in towards Dingledale, up towards the Sheen Curve. Jordan's still in 2nd. 7/10 of the good over Connor. Scott's now up to 4th. Ash is in 5th. Liam's in 6th. And Isaac rounding out the field at the moment, but doing a pretty good job to hang in there with these guys. Good run that from Isaac. Bit of an improvement from previous rounds for the number 73. Good to see. Neil is bossing this one out front. Meanwhile, let's go back to another battle with Connor in it. Oh my goodness gracious. Here is the crowbar. The crowbar is out for Connor Chameleon. As they go onto the pit straight then for the 6th time of asking. Keep an eye on your left hand side. Connor's gone round the outside, everybody. What a move! Oh yes, Connor, that was a cracking move into Paddock Hill Bend. Will Jordan repay the favour with interest? Not quite, but Connor's taken certainly a different line through Druid, side by side down towards Graham Hill Bend. Connor will get the run into Graham Hill, and that is now him up to P2. Jordan using a little bit more of the road that would be desired into Sheen Curve then. Different lines there between the pair of them. Number 1 versus 23 down towards Hawthorne for the 6th time of asking. The final Supersport race of the season. Well, P2, the silver medal in the AMI Electrics British Supersport class, is still up for grabs. And at the moment, Neil is going to have this one. If he can just keep it rubber side down, he will finish runner-up in Supersport 4. Season 1 of the Academy, which is rebranded to BSEC. Right then, through the Sheen curve then goes Jordan and Connor. Looks like Jordan's just dropping back a little bit from Connor, the number 1 who started from the back of the grid. Doing a great job here into the Clark curve. Nicely done, well negotiated by the Honda and the Suzuki. Let's have a look a bit further back then, because we've got Scott there in P4. Oh, we've got a battle here for P5 between Liam and Ash. Honda versus Suzuki down the pit straight onto the penultimate. Get your words out. Penultimate lap they go. And oh, Liam runs a bit wide there. Ash will get the cut back up towards Druids and will take P5. Good move that from Ash. Good to have Ash out in a race with us. He's not managed to get into many this season, which is great to have the number 34 in this one. Down towards Graham Hill Bend then. Let's ride on board with the APR Honda of Liam. And in towards Surtees they go now. Ash really did gain a bit of ground there. Going across the Surtees. And onto the Grand Prix circuit. That Suzuki does not lack any punch, does it? Down towards where are we going? Hawthorne, that's where we're going. Into Hawthorne. Oh, has Ash run a bit wide there? Just a little bit. Liam will get the cut back. in towards Westfield. Well held off there for Ash. Meanwhile, our race leaders are going through Sterling's now and in towards the Clark curve. Deary me. Right, here we go then. It is time for the final lap then. Let's see who's going to take top honours in this battle. What's taking top honours in this race at the moment is Niels on Wheels, and taking P2 in the AMI Electrics British Super Sport category. The KRP Racing Yamaha has done a fantastic job. Liam now will take P5 onto the final lap of the season for Super Sport. Oh, there's contact between Ash and Liam. Down goes the Suzuki. Oh, what a shame. That was going to be a good battle, actually. Well, that's all she wrote, thing for Super Sport. Unless anyone makes a mistake on this final lap. Well, Neil has done a cracking season. This will be his 9th win. No. It'll be 10th podium, not 9th win at all. I'm getting all muddled up. Couldn't take much. 10th podium of the season and 3rd win of the season for Niels on Wheels, and with it the runners-up spot in the AMI Electrics British Super Sport category. Down through Dingledale he goes then, into the Sheen curve for the final time then, doing Northern Ireland proud, into Sterling's. Just got one more corner to negotiate and Neil will take a win from pole position. What a great run this has been from Niels on Wheels. Well, Connor did a good job actually to get up to P2, considering he had a bit of a tip-off with Liam. Well, the final Supersport race of the season will go to Neil, who will take P2 and runners-up spot in the Supersport Championship. Well done to Neil. Great ride that from Connor, who will take P2 from the back of the grid. Jordan will take P3, and Scotty Too Hottie will take the bronze medal. 3rd place in the championship for Scott. P5 for Liam in that one. Great race that from Liam. Good recovery ride. Ash will take 6th. With Isaac not too far behind. What a race. I don't know how Charlie's feeling. I don't think he can go and race in this one. Well, he's certainly got a lot of crash damage. Very good sportsmanship that from Scott. Congratulations to our top 3 in Super, and congratulations to everybody. That is, yeah, good point, Neil. Connor, that's just taking the biscuit, mate. The disco biscuits. That is taking it. Jeepers! They're a second faster than anybody else. Well, I'm a bit stunned. Neil will set the win ahead of Connor, and Jordan in 3rd. Then it will be Scotty Too Hottie in P4, Liam in 5th, Ash in 6th, and Isaac rounding out the field for the Super Sport class. Right, well that is Super Sport done for this season. I am just going to quickly pause the stream, everybody. The stream will be paused for maybe about 30 seconds. Please bear with me. I'm hoping this is going to work because I've not prepared something for the Super Bite. So please just bear with me 2 seconds. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just a couple of seconds, maybe 30. maybe a minute. Sorry, people. My utmost apologies for that. I hope you didn't hear any of that conversation. I was just slugging myself off, really. I was a lot of swearing. Lot of swearing in that one. There is a graphic that I just need to show up. Right, so this graphic is just in case. Basically, all Dylan has to do now is finish the race and he's champ. If Ted wins the championship, I'm going to look like a bit of a prat. But hopefully... Well, who knows? I'm happy for anyone to win this. I really am. I just love everybody. Right, I'm gonna do some magic. Right, ready? And if everyone could just shut their eyes for about 30 seconds, that'd be brilliant. Right, ready? Go! No! The map box being slow. Stop it! Shut your eyes. Everyone shut your eyes. Close your eyes. You did not see a thing. Did not see a thing. Still not seeing anything. Still not seeing anything. Still not seeing anything. No, nothing on screen. Nothing is on screen. No, look at that. I'm back. That was slick. You will all agree. Right, I've not even got my mug on. What am I doing? I'm sweating buckets here. That was stress. Hello. A bit warm in this commentary box. Ted, can we invent some ventilation system with these caps placed on? It's a bit warm in here. Very warm. Maybe like a big hole in the head. Who writes the script in BC? I don't know, mate. And to be honest, mate, I need to have a word with them because I can't. Oh, I can't take it anymore. I just can't take. Right, I've not even done the grid. Please. Like we say, ladies and gents, if you're new around here, welcome. But we're not professional here at SDPG, but we are cheap and available. That is... Please tell me I've got the grid. Please tell me I've got... Oh, dear me. Okay. Right. Why has the grid not saved? I have no... Right. Okay. I'm going to have to try and do this off... what I can remember, because for some reason the screenshot has not saved. So I think it was Ted and Joe, wasn't it? Then it was... Who was third? Who was third? Was it Adam? I can't remember! I need help! Everyone knows that. Brilliant. Final race of the season, and the drama is tense, and I'm cocking this up. Put it nicely. Even though there's no... Yeah, never mind. Shut up. Right. I do apologise. Sorry. Unprofessional. Was Adam third? Mason G, fourth. Thank you. I can hear that, Dill. Does that look right? See? Look at that. I mean, you can all call me names, but I tell you what, I am thick as shit. Right. Okay. Brilliant. Thank you, mate. We are going to use that at some point. I am going to certainly use... Has Dylan been bleaching his hair? Dylan looked like he'd been bleaching his hair then. That did not look good. That was not a good look. Right. He's not going to like that comment. Sorry, mate. I'm just writing that quote down. Then we'll get going. Oh, bugger off, imposters. It's the final race of the season. You can't do this to us. I don't actually know, Charlie. I've sort of... Things have... Yeah, I couldn't remember where everyone finished, so... Sorry. Thank you, Charlie. Right, let's... Thank you. Sorry. I haven't got a screenshot, you see, because it didn't save from the first race. So I do apologise. That was all off, well, what I can remember, which isn't a lot. Right, let's get into it, because before I make a mess of something else... Where's the scene? There. Right, okay. I'm trying to be dramatic here, imposters. This is not helping. SDPG British Superbikes in association with Exact Moves. Third and final race of the weekend. And the final race of the season is on the way next. Charlie, live tyre update. Yes, everyone's on tyres. Hey, that is insightful information that you don't get anywhere else. For example, BSB. Okay, so the front row are all on the medium-soft combination. We've got Adam and Dylan on a medium-medium. Mason G on a medium-soft at the moment. Those are my predictions, by the way, for this one. Dylan, Ted, and Charlie, your podium. If I'm right, I swear to God, that will look bad, but... or it'll make me look good, one or the other. So there we go. That is that. So yes, like we said earlier, all Dylan has to do in this race is finish the race. It sounds simple, doesn't it? But this is esports. This is Tinterweb stuff. Yeah. So if Dylan doesn't finish, Ted has to finish in the top 2 to be champion. I don't like this job. I'm so nervous for him. This is bad, man. This is just... oh, I'm going grey. Right, well, before I actually fade away into this chair, should we get on with it? Let's do it. After this, ladies and gents, we've got a lap of, well, to pay our respects, to give a nod to our champions and the Superbike grid. Mason's now ready. Oh, are you ready at home, ladies and gents? Get your popcorn, because we're going racing. The final race of the season. I don't want to do it. I do, really. Right. Here we go, people. Oh, it's been a great season. It comes down to this. 19 points between Dylan and Ted. All Dill has to do is finish the race. Ted is underway like the rest of them. That was a good start from Super Ted in towards turn number 1. Look at that from Charlie. Oh, there's contact there between Dylan and Charlie. I think that will have to be looked at after this, ladies and gents. Oh, as Dylan now takes the lead. He's going for gold in this one. Mason G's up there as well. Ted will get the elbows out and push Dylan off the track. Mason... oh, there's contact there between Mason G and Dylan. Down has gone Dylan and Ted. Jan also has hit the deck then. And that, well, if they stay the way, well, regardless, the title will be going to Yorkshire's top rat then. At the moment, there is a long way to go. Molten R5L Yamaha 1-2. Mason G takes the lead ahead of front row Joe. What a stop from Joe. Go on, son. Adam in 3rd. Mason Roth in P4. Dylan in 5th at the moment. Ted in 6th. Charlie in 7th. And Aaron in 8th. And Jan rounding out the field. At the moment, there is a long way to go. 10 laps around Brands Hatch. Are you joking? I would not like to do this as Mason G takes a scenic route through Sheen Curve. Is that going to promote Joe to the lead? Oh, not quite. Not quite on this occasion. Who writes the script here at SDPG? I have no idea. Right, down towards the Clark Curve then for the first time. It's a Yamaha 1-2. Mason G leading this one ahead of Joe, with Adam now lurking in the background. Dylan looks like he's taking chunks of time. Adam, Mason, Rolf. Over the line they go to start lap 2 of this race. Mason Roth had a great start there. 1.6 seconds off the lead. Fantastic stuff. Dylan there in P5. Ted in 6th. Charlie and Aaron having a good scrap here for P7. Oh, what a move from Aaron. Oh, that got a bit close into Graham Hill Bend. There you go. Charlie's going to get this back to Aaron with both barrels. Oh, dearie me. Into 30s then. Jan there rounding out the order at the moment. Looks like a couple of mistakes for Jan in the early stages of this one. Right, down towards Hawthorne then. 7/10 of a second is the gap between the two Molten R5L Yamahas. The final race for the Molten R5L Yamaha squad for front row Joe. Look at Dylan in the background, really taking chunks of time out of Mason Roth. And Adams all over the back of front row Joe. Down through Dingle down up towards the Sheen Curve. Oh, Mason G's off the track again through Sheen Curve. Oh, Adam's having a lock into Sterling's. He'll have a look on the power then using the curves. And what a move by Adam. What a voice break. That was Seamus. Down into the Clark Curve then for the second time of asking on the power. Goes the arcade BMW. Good weekend this for Adam. This has been fantastic. Over the line goes Adam and Joe. Look at this. Dylan down the inside of Mason Roth. Mason gives him a bit of room. And down up the other side, up towards Druids then. They go on the 3rd lap of this one then. Ted now in P6 at the moment. Charlie's made a move on Aaron. These two are still squabbling over P7. Oh, look at that. Oh, Aaron's clipped Charlie down. Goes Aaron. And that's pushed Charlie off the track. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, Dylan's closed the gap. That's what's going on here. Oh dear. You placing a bet, Ash? Down. Oh, Mason G's off the track at Hawthorne, everybody. Just when he was pulling out an advantage. Oh, look at this. Are we going to get a Titanic battle at the front? Why not? Why not? Lap 3 of 10 then. Mason G on the grass. Up through Sheen Curve. Mason G keeps it on the track this time. That's probably a better line and a bit more of a safer line. Adam in second, Joe in third, Dylan all over the back of Joe. Surely he'd want to end this one with a race win. Hard on the brakes then for Yorkshire's top rank, leaving CS Auto's Ducati at the end of this race. Oh, Ted's making a move on Mason Roth there in the background. P5 now for Super Ted. Over the line they go. Start lap 4 of 10. Mason G through Paddock Hill up towards Druids now for the 4th time of asking. Adam there still in second. Joe hanging on to P3 just ahead of Yorkshire's top rack. Charlie's crashed a bit further back. So has Joe. He tucks the front at Graham Hill, and that now allows Dylan up to P3. Through Surtees then goes the number 1. Ted a bit wide through Surtees on the power. And down towards Hawthorne they go then. Adam's having a great run. Very good end to the season for the number 4 Arcade BMW. He's been the only rider in that team for, well, since about halfway through the season, where Christian just gone AWOL, but Adam has picked up the slack and has done a great job on that older version of the BMW. He is stepping up to the Eden Floor BMW Motorrad team for season 2, and this is a good run from Adam, because Mason G again has run off the track at Sheen Curve. That's 3 laps out of 4 where Mason has gone experimenting with a slightly different line through Sheen Curve. Right through the clock curve then they go on lap 4 of 10. The sun setting on this race and the season. Over the line they go to start lap 5 of 10, so we're about half race distance now. And while Yorkshire's top rank, I don't think he'll do anything silly. He'll just bring this one home, I would have thought. Into Druids they go. Mason G still hanging on. Look at that, 3 different manufacturers inside the top 3. Incredible. Yamaha, BMW and Ducati all in the battle for the race win. Across the Surtees they go. Nicely done. So with the Ducati, actually, I think this is actually Dylan's line. You've got to make a V out of the corners, so that basically means you go in, hit an early apex, run it wide, and then cut it back to a late apex, and fire it out the corner to get the most drive you can, because the V4 Ducati has got a hell of a lot of torque under it and accelerates very well. Was that Mason G having a bobble into Westfield? He might have done, but he got round the corner very nicely. Down through Dingledale and up towards the Sheen Curve. Oh, Dylan there flirting with the edge of the track. Oh, Adam's had a big one there. Just saw that out the corner of our eye there. Adam looked like he maybe clipped the curb and it spat him off at a big high side for the number 4. Unlucky that for Adam. Well, that now just leaves Mason G and Dylan to scrap it out front, but that has actually helped Ted slightly to close the gap down just a smidgen. Through the clock curve and over the line to start lap 6 of 10. Mason G leading this one. We've only had 4 race winners in Superbike this season, and that is Mason G, Dylan, Ted and Brett, all Superbike winners this season. Every rider has had a podium up to now, apart from one rider, which is Aaron, but Aaron's results do not reflect his racing. He's been fantastic on that Kawasaki. Well, at the moment, it's all just calmed down a little bit, really. Let's have a look back at what's going on here. Mason Roth's cooking that front tyre at the moment. In towards Surtees then. Got Adam hot on his heels. Onto the Grand Prix circuit they go then. Down the back straight. And in towards Hawthorne. They're about to go. Adam's not close enough to make an attack into the Hawthorne corner. On the power for the Arcade BMW. Oh, Joe in the background there, using all the curve there, just using that as a berm, helping him on his merry way. Charlie then with a special livery because he is Pathway champion. He wrapped that up yesterday. Down towards Dingledale he will go. Got caught up in a few incidents earlier on in the race. Oh, and he runs wide there. Does the number 24 and into Sterling's he now goes. Jan not too far behind. We'll see if Jan can close the gap down over the next few laps on Charlie and Aaron rounding out the field at the moment, but again, that does not reflect Aaron's race. Aaron actually had his best result yesterday of a P4. That's his best result of the season. He did a fantastic job defending from Gamer Jamie, who is off to the Isle of Man tonight. That's why he is not with us this evening. Well, back at the front then, it's still Mason G. That's got quite a comfortable lead at the moment. Well, I say comfortable, it's a second over at Yorkshire's top right. Then we've got Dylan there, who is in second. Then we've got Ted, and now we've got the battle between Adam and Mason Roth. HPR Honda versus Arcade BMW on the power. Out the 30s they go. Good run that from Mason. He's still cooking that front tyre. Down the back straight. Let's run on board with Adam. Oh, look at the speed of the BMW. But Mason got on the brakes there and has just about held him off. Great stuff that from Mason Roth in towards the Hawthorne, no, Westfield. It is Westfield, Seamus. Through Westfield they go then on the curb near enough there. Oh, Adam's had a humongous moment and he's only gone and saved it. What a boy. Oh, Joe's there, clipped the curb at Sheen Curve and down he's gone. Speaking of going down, Yorkshire's top rag has hit the deck then and that's now promoted Ted up to P2. If things stay the way they are, Dylan will still be champion. He would win by 15 points. Over the line then, start lap 8 of 10 in the final race of the season. And all Dylan's got to do now is just bring this one home and he will be champion. Mason G, great end to his season. Didn't look like he was going to be in the title hunt at points this season. Not turning up to a few rounds just through other commitments outside of SDPG. But he's back here. Whenever Mason G turns up, you always expect him to be at the sharp end. And he really hasn't disappointed in this one, has he? Down towards Hawthorne then. He will go. That battle for P2 is one we will keep an eye on. But this battle for 4th is still going on between Mason Roth and Adam. Down towards Hawthorne they go once again into Hawthorne's. They now go. Adam will not let Mason go in this one, will he? Oh, Adam, they're using all the road and some. I swear he just clipped a few shades of grass there. Down through Dingledale. What a run that was from Adam. Oh, again, getting in a bit of a tank slapper. Through Sheen Curve into Sterling's now. BMW versus Honda. Right down towards the Clark Curve. Oh, he's got a bit up close and personal there between the two of your title chargers. Ted and Dylan making contact at the Clark Curve. Penultimate lap of the race starting now. This advantage Yorkshire's top rack in the championship. Oh, so Adam has just lost a bit of time there to Mason Roth on this. Oh, Joe and Charlie having a bit of... What a move that is by Charlie. Yes, sunshine. Look at that. Joe get the cut back. Fabulous stuff. Molten off 5L Yamaha versus SDPG Racing Honda. Joe's going to send it down the inside. Side. He lit that stamp and sent it. Did front row Joe. In towards the Graham Hill Bend section now. Great stuff that from Joe, just about hanging on. Now we'll see whether the Yamaha has the pace down the back straight to hold off the Honda. Onto the Grand Prix second to go, right on board then with Charlie. Look at the speed with a bit of slipstream as well. Is Charlie going to have a look into Hawthorne? Of course he is. Oh, what a move. That's pushed them both very wide. Joe will give him a nudge. Hard on the brakes into Westfield. And Joe will retake the position. But here comes Charlie. Back at him. Down through Dingledale and up the other side. Into Sheen Curve. No, not quite Charlie. Backed out of that one. Probably a wise decision. Meanwhile, oh, look at this. These two are still at it through the Clark Curve. Oh, Adam's had a moment there, and over the line he will go to start his final lap. Ladies and gents, I do want to. I don't want to curse him, but I also don't want to not give him his moment. Well, he is going to be our champion of our Superbike class here in the SDPG Academy. Let's just give you some of Dylan's stats then. 13 wins, and this will be his 24th podium of the season, having DNF'd in 3 races. So that's 24 podiums out of 33 races. That's 9 races not finished on the podium, ladies and gents. Incredible. Absolutely phenomenal stuff from Yorkshire's top rank. Half a lap to go then. He's just going to follow Super Ted home. Ted, you've got to give him his due. He has worked so hard this weekend, taking the double and a second. He could not have done much more. Well done also to Mason G. We're not going to take anything away from him because he has won the race and will very much deserve the race win. Adam has now got past Mason Roth, but ladies and gents, you've already seen it. Let's not spoil it. Well done to Mason G, who will win the race. Super Ted will take P2, and your champion of Superbikes, ladies and gents, is Yorkshire's top rank. Dylan will take the title with a third place finish. Ted puts up one fantastic fight there. Could not have done much else there. Fair play, both riders there. Adam will take P4, P5 for Mason Roth, P6 for Joe, P7 for Charlie, P8 for Aaron, and P9 for Gianluca. Oh yes, Jan, get on the back wheel, son. Oh, there we go. Well, there you have it. I'm going for a lie down. I'm only joking. We have still got the lap of honour, ladies and gents, and I would like to say, give all my Superbike riders, I tell you what, if you are watching this, please give all my riders a huge congratulations. Look at them lap times. Look at them times, people. That is incredible. That is why SDPG is the dog's bollocks. Yes, I said it. Have it. We'll just leave that there. No, I'm joking. Right. Okay. There we are. Let's confirm those times. And we will confirm Mason G will take the win ahead of Super Ted with your champion, Dylan, taking P3. Adam will take 4th in the end ahead of Mason Roth. Good battle between those guys. Fought the battle for 4th. Then we've got Joe in 6th, Charlie in 7th, Aaron in 8th, and Gianluca bringing up the field. There we go. Right, ladies and gents, please stick around. We're going to have a lap of honour for our champions. Now, this has been spoken about in our Discord, hopefully. Yes, Charlie, crack on, mate. Crack on, sunshine. You go get yourself prepared. Dill, are we ready for the gold suit? Oh, dear me. Don't worry, I'm good. I'm not really. Right. Give that man a glass of water. Right, I can take that graphic off now. Right. Let's we'll go back to very good. I tell you what, yes, we're also on this lap. We're going to share our riders of the season. Yep, chaps, if you need to do swap any of your suits, please do that and come back. We are going to do a lap of honour for everyone in Superbikes. I feel like everyone deserves it. What a season it's been, ladies and gents. This is our first season running the Academy, and I think you'll all agree we've done a pretty good job. In the end, we've done a fantastic job with the graphics. Once again, I would like to just thank Ted, Dylan and Jan for their support. I would like to also clarify, there is no favourites here. I'd want anyone to win, to be honest with you, because if I had favourites, that would be really wrong, and I don't. Whoever wins, wins. That's pretty much it. So yes, I'd like to thank also the riders for taking part. It has been incredible to think about a year ago that we would be doing something like this and being the dog's bollocks in esports. If I'm just going to be honest for a second, I don't like to swear. I just don't like to swear, but I just did. So there we go. We are the dog's danglies in esports, I think, at the moment. And yeah, there we are. Take us on if you wish. Jake Marsh. Right, okay, who's ready for another joke before we get on with this lap? Right, where's my jokes? Where's my jokes? Should be in your head. Right, who wants a joke? What joke have we got? No, that's similar to... Oh, this is another one courtesy of Super Ted, everybody. Oh, dear. It's so funny. It's so simple, but so funny. Right, Ted's looking worried. Right, so, actually, no. Yeah, okay. So, I was upset at my neighbour for building a fence around his pool. I got over it. There we go. That's fantastic. Right, I don't know what's going on now with the software. Has it decided to pack in at the last minute? Pack it in! Oh, no, hang on. I need to do some alterations. Oh, my goodness. Right, I'm going to try and put everyone in championship order as best I can. Are we ready for this? I could actually cry. I don't want this to be over. That's actually how I sound when I cry. It's bad, isn't it? Right. I think that's everyone in Championship order. Right, chaps. I hope you know what to do here. I hope you've all read the Discord. If not, I'm going to tell you anyway, if the software wants to load. I don't know if you can see me. It's probably not a bad thing if you've got... Hey, hello, everybody. Oh, Ted can take his tape off for his arm bump and his injury because he didn't fall up the stairs, he fell down them. Right. So what's going to happen here, ladies and gents, we're going to have our champions, our Superbike champion, and our Pathway champion lead everybody about. We're going to have some wheelies, some stoppies from all the riders, and we're going to get everyone following behind. We're going to get riders all grouped together. We're going to do some group wheelies. We're going to get some screenshots, ladies and gents. We are going to get some screenshots of the wonderful Superbike grid, and I am going to play for the final time. Scott did put it in the chat earlier that it's the final time we will see that intro for SDPG Superbikes, because our good friend and our favourite Scotsman, there we are, Scott, beg you up a little bit here. So, hey, go on, George, here we are, son. Right, ready? Walk on. He's had a 10th vodka Ted Bull since we started. He's an alcoholic, I swear. I'm going to take him to the vet. Right, so I can't remember what's that. Yes, so Scott is now working on new intros for us for next season. Cannot wait to see those, because Scott's done a fantastic job, as I'm sure you will agree. Right, just one thing left to do now. Let's go and let's all chill. Let's just chill. Let's just calm it down. I haven't had... Yes, Joe! Wagwan! There we are. Is he taking the disco biscuit? No! Go to a well-known company, Dill, and they might give you one. Because you're a bit of a child, sometimes. Right, we'll just put that screen on. It's all good. It's all good banter. Right. Ladies and gents, I would just like to thank... Oh, dear. Oh, my God, it's frozen. That was... Oh, my goodness, I panicked then. I looked hideous in that. I don't look good anyway. Right, okay. Let's give... Ladies and gents, I would like to ask you to give our Superbike riders... Hello, well, if you are, just give them a clap. It'll be very nice, because they all deserve it. They've done fantastic this season. Lads, it's your chance to do wheelies, stoppies, maybe not burnouts, because that could cause an accident. Oh, don't tell me the livery hasn't worked. Oh, no! If that hasn't worked, we're redoing this. I promise you now. Oh, it has worked. Lovely. There, hey, here we go. Look at this. Our Superbike grid then, ladies and gents. Yes, your champions then. Well, it hasn't quite started off well, but there we are. The leathers haven't worked, but there we go. So our champions of Superbikes there. We got Dylan, who won. Oh, look at this. Yes, boys. Dylan's leading the way. We're ahead about... No, I'm joking. Yours just stop right there. We'll leave Ducati with the #1 plate. Charlie as well will be stepping up to the Ducati team as Pathway champion. What a result this has been, and what a season this has been. Ladies and gents, I'm sure you will all agree these guys have put on a fantastic show for us in Season 1 of the Academy. Yes, chaps, look at... Oh, who's caused a pile-up? Well, this hasn't gone well, has it? Oh, dear me. It's just nothing short. Oh, my... Who's that has gone... Right, he's now trying to give himself an injury since he's won the time. What is going on here? Holy moly. I can't do this. This is not good. Oh dear, that is hilarious. That is just... It just sums up the season, doesn't it, really? Dylan's trying to take people out. Oh dear me. Right, chaps, can you remember what we said? Can we try and get in 2 rows? Right, Charlie and Dylan need to go to the front. Everyone else line up behind. Watch this now. Because they're efficient. Oh, Joe didn't get the message. Maybe it did. Oh, dear. Oh, yes. Look at this. Maybe he needs to go a bit further, actually. I can't see the front. Yes! Go on, lads! Off you pop. There we go. Right, Oh, Joe's tipped off. What a huge crash for Joe there. Oh, Aaron's gone down as well. That is drama at the... Oh, Joe's tipped off again. Oh, dear. Oh, there you go. That is the picture. Yes. Listen to that. Oh, yeah, you see, Ted does this a lot. Oh, there's Jan. Nice, Jan. Mason Roth there doing burnouts. Woohoo! Yeah, boys. Yeah. I'm going to shut up for a minute. Crack on. Burnout. Oh, dearie me. Oh, yes, still. They don't call him Yorkshire's top rat for nothing. Chaps, personal one from me. Fantastic crash there for the two Masons. Thank you very much for this season, boys. You've been absolutely incredible. And we will go again in a few weeks. Thank you for your support, chaps. It means a world to have your support. Thank you and well done this season, boys. Well, there we go then, ladies and gents. That is the Academy done, and I'm going on my summer holidays. I'm not, actually. No, I haven't got anywhere booked. Right. I'm just doing... let's have one more joke, actually, before we go. Well, that went very well. A lot of riders are now going to be spending the break recovering from injuries. That was fantastic. That was fantastic. Yes, just stay with us because we've actually got a few more bits to wrap up before we sign off. So this one's courtesy of Yorkshire's Top Rack, our latest champion. It only seems fitting. Why do Norwegians build their own tables? No IKEA. Oh dear. Oh dear me. Right. Let's tie up a few loose ends then. Oh dear, that's so bad. That's so bad. Yeah, there's some information on screen. I'll tell you what, Mason. I'll give you a message tomorrow. We could organise something, but is that okay? I've just got a few bits to tie up after this one. Yes, we have got the Ulster GP in only 5 days' time. Lovely stuff. We start with practice and qualifying. Then we got the usual shenanigans after that. Then we got our charity stream as well coming up, which is wonderful stuff. Absolutely wonderful. Cannot wait for that. SDPG News. Yes, go to the website, www. Not that many W's. Just 3 will do. .stp. No, you see, no, don't shorten that. sd.product.gaming.com is where you will find news articles like this. We're also planning a bit of a museum-type gallery on there, a bit of a virtual one. Now, stay tuned for that, ladies and gents. That is going to look the Dogs Conkers. I swear to God, that's going to look good. We will make sure of that. Also, I would just like to say, during the break, now this is quite an old screenshot, don't judge, but please go and follow the official BSEC page over on the Instagram, because we want to really try and boost BSEC for Season 2. We have so many talented riders stepping up from Supersport, Superbike, so much talent staying in Superbike, I can't call it. Supersport's looking good, and the new Ducati V2 Cup class is going to be sensational. Thank you for your gesture, Dylan. I will speak to you about that in about 5 minutes, son. Also up the Aprilia, Scott? Absolutely. Right, let's just say a big thank you as well to our sponsors, Exact Moves, www.exactmoves.com for all your business removals, movals, installations, etc., etc. Go and check them out. They have been fantastic and will be staying with us in Season 2, which is good to hear. So there we are. The Teams Championship as well for Super Bikes has been wrapped up, of course, by CS Auto's Ducati. So well done to Brett and Dylan for getting that one wrapped up. And, of course, the CS Auto Ducati team. Davide.c, I expect a phone call in the coming days, Sunshine. We can just agree some terms. And I think that might be it. No, it isn't it. If you have missed any of the SDPG Academy action or want to go and check it out, once again, after this season, head over to our FaceTube at SD Productions Gaming. Go and type that in and have a look. All the Academy rounds, well, I say all, most of the Academy rounds are in this playlist, SDPG Academy Season 1, and you'll find all the races and rounds there. And before we go, ladies and gents, I would like to just share with you my riders of the season. I have wrote them down in each class. So, for Superbikes, we have gone for Aaron on the Exact Moves Kawasaki. This is due to the sheer determination and grit that Aaron has shown, and he did a great job yesterday getting P4 and has finished every single race this season. It cannot be argued with. If you want to argue, fire away, but I ain't going to listen. In Super Sport, we've got Jordan. I feel like Jordan has really improved over the season. Will be stepping up to Super Bikes in Season 2, but he's started out to be around about 8th and 9th in the Super Sport, and he's fought his way up to being a regular podium challenger. Done a fantastic job. And in the Ducatis, it has to go to Connor, who, well, I think with 10 wins, it's just been sheer domination and wrapped the championship up very, very early. But also, I think my rider of the season has to go to everybody. I'm going to get a bit deep here. No, don't say that. I'm going to get a bit emotional? No, that's not the word either. I don't know. Philosophical, maybe? I don't know. I'm just saying big words to make myself sound look good. Sound look good! Hey! No, I would just like to thank all the riders that have taken part in the first season of the Academy, because honestly, without them, it just looks rubbish, doesn't it, really? It looks pretty shit. But yes, I'd like to thank all the riders for putting their trust and faith in me to do a good job and to give them what they need. And yeah, it's been a fantastic season. I'm gutted it's over. I'm actually crying, but I'll have to go in a minute because my makeup will start running, and we don't want that. Just don't want to make myself look like a tit on stream, even though I do anyway. And BSEC testing for Season 2 will be starting in about 2 or 3 weeks. Keep an eye on the socials for the official date. I think it's 16th to the 17th of June. It is when we will be going with this, second season and pre-season testing of BSEC. Thank you all for watching this season. We hope you've enjoyed it. We are coming back bigger and better in just a few weeks. But keep an eye on our Twitch for some road racing, for endurance charity streams, and of course, the return of BSEC. I thank you all so much for your support this season. We go again in 5 days for the SDPG Ulster Grand Prix. I cannot wait to get back on stream. I love being here. And yeah, can't wait to see you all next week. Ciao for now.